Hi. Hey. Yo. It's Skycatlive. What's up, guys? It's 2:17. Oh, I gotta balance my sound here. Sorry, I forgot that I sang for 4 hours yesterday on Thanksgiving, and I have my audio all balanced to do that. I've got to fix that before I do anything else here. Got to get the old iPods on. There we are. It's a nice, expensive pair of headphones for the nice stream. There we are. Hi, hello, I'm Skycatlive. It is Friday, it is 2:18 p.m., it is 11:28:25 and it's 68 degrees in my house, and I'm me, and you're you, and it is what it is, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is 2:18 on a Friday, as you can see from the clock on the wall. 2:18, 68 degrees, 11:28:25. It's a Friday. Oh yeah, I have got to pull my watch here. I have walked for hold on. As you can see, I'm going to pull my watch here. I'm fresh from an outdoor walk for 4.23 miles over about, this took an hour and 47 minutes. I walked 4.2 miles because I was interrupted during the walk twice and cut short. But had it been a normal walk like yesterday, it would have been 5.6. But it was 4 point, whatever this is, 4 point, whatever it was today. My watch is charged, which is good, so I'm going to put it on. And hello! I am sorry that I bailed out on you guys. It did not record yesterday, but holidays are never good for me. They are the worst trigger that I have. And when circumstances constrain or whatever force me to remain sober on holidays, which recent circumstances have, I am not very happy. It is my biggest trigger. In the relapse prevention scene, we learned over like a 7-year period, I learned that my socks. I shouldn't have just thrown them on the floor. I'm sorry, I'm a single bachelor and I don't care about what happens. I've got to go be a little bit more controlled than that. Just a second. There we go. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then my drink. Hey, I did a pretty good job. Fuck yeah. I didn't finish, but I did a pretty good job before I had to start. What is that, mud? No, the kitty tore my damn it, the cat tore my cushion apart. Bad kitty. The cat tore my cushion apart when she was in some kind of tiff. God damn it. Oh well, it's a cushion, who the fuck cares? It was a hand-me-down anyways from my stepfather. And it's his cat who killed it. So, or didn't kill it, this thing's fine. But his cat's who scratched it, so, yeah, I don't think he would be mad. I'm gonna fix my lens camera. So today, I wake up after about 2 days of repose, which is a white mage spell in Final Fantasy where I gain my mana back. And I sit and I reposed for 2 solid days for over a 2.5 day period, where I was like, I do not like the bully PvP culture in any of these games anymore. I sang a 15 album, Lucky, and and there's a song on that album called Man Against Man, where he talks about like the philosophy of Russell Means, which is that like all of culture is men against men, essentially. If we pull the lyrics for this song, you'll understand what I'm talking about here. I know I'm just waxing intellectual and sounding crazy, but if we go back to Man Against Man, and I've been thinking, like, and I know that the crux of my inner struggle here with the recent things I'm trying to reach a resolution towards is I am constantly in conflict with other, I would say predominantly white, but I mean, race really doesn't matter here, but other nerds. I'm predominantly in conflict with other white nerds all the time. And there's a lot of messages in this song, but the main one is to white man likes to play God. White man says that God is a white man, and everybody else and everything else gets systematically objectified. And that's the problem that I have with the current PvP scene is you get objectified as either weaker or stronger. If you're weaker, they bully you. If you're stronger, they leave you alone and you don't get any conflict at all. There is no such thing as a fair fight or honor or right, or I don't even know if right, but righteousness, or I don't know what it would be, like the right thing or whatever, just like benevolence as opposed to malevolence. All PvP has become on all of these games, from Overwatch to Rust to Fortnite to it's just this malevolence of man against man, you know, fucking like dissidence and just entanglement. And we did this discussion 2 days ago when I had my first mental breakdown about this, but it's like, you know, I started stating my what's the word, credentials. It's like 250,000 kills, bloodthirsty title on World of Warcraft, 250,000 honor kills. A lot of that is healing as a priest, but I mean, I get the kills that the people that I'm healing are getting kills. So, and that's how I got those 250,000 kills. But I also took a rogue to 2,800, a hunter to 2,800, a fucking priest to 2,800, a warrior to 2,800. I mean, I took a lot of fucking classes to 2,800 in Legion, which wasn't even rival. You know, rival was, I'm sorry, Glad was 3,200. I was sitting rival in Legion, which was the last time that I PvP'd. And I'm sorry, it was the last time I PvP'd on WoW. And then I left for Rust. I now have, you know, if we go back and we take a look at the hours here on Rust, we were looking at 5,681 hours on Rust, and I have now left PvP Rust. I have now left EVE Online completely, and I you know, and my Thanksgiving was about severance and goodbyes, as opposed to hellos and thank yous and stuff, and no thank yous. And I thought about all the things that I was thankful for yesterday, because I need this shit to actually mean something to me. For 25 years there, as just basically a drugged out misanthrope on the streets and shit, or in my house or whatever, I just didn't really value anything. And at the lowest of that heap was holidays. I thought holidays were complete garbage, meant to make us feel bad and inadequate. And so as I sat there yesterday, I was like, I give thanks for my aunt. I give thanks for my mother. I give thanks to my many, many people and all the people that I know that have helped me throughout all of my life. I give thanks to everybody out there. Streamers do this sort of shit. You go back and you think about what checks are in the mail for what people or whatever, and you're just like, oh, I'm so thankful for everybody. What I'm not so thankful for, and I thought about that too, because I also have, like, you know, New Year's Eve resolutions coming up here. I am not thankful for the PvP community fucking with me every single fucking day. You guys saw it the night before Thanksgiving, like an hour before Thanksgiving started, at like 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. 15 motherfucking cocksucking pieces of shit showed up with a combined value of something like 7 billion ISK or something like that across the ships. I have the kill mail and I published that night, and I yelled at a bunch of people that night, but 15 fucking people from EVE University showed up and ganked me in an unarmed, fucking completely unarmed, completely empty ship out in Poshfon. Now remember, EVE University's been around for 23 fucking years, and they've had this fucking claim that they're completely non-operational in the community. They don't engage in the politics. They don't fucking engage in ganking. They're not crooked. They don't bully people or anything like this. And they've stood on that fucking image for 23 fucking years. Then I catch them Wednesday night, whatever it was. Yeah, Wednesday was announced. Friday night. Wednesday night, 15 motherfuckers showed up in Ottawa-Nomi, however you say that word. I really don't know. It's some kind of Finnish word for rivers or something. It's some kind of crazy Native American word. It's like Ottawa-Nomi. I think I got it right. Ottawa-Nomi. They showed up 15 deep. Fucking I've got the kill mail, but I'm not ever logging on the game ever again. I mean, I'm serious about this. Now, I'm making mountains out of molehills here, but the problem is, it was kind of like the Congressional Library of Congress showed up in the streets where I was. And I'm gonna give an example of what this would be like in the real world. It's as if a bunch of professors from Yale ganged up 15 fucking deep, non-violent men to beat me and rob me for my peasant clothes on 16th Avenue, or what do they call that, 16th Street or whatever, in Washington, D.C. That's kind of what it was like. Now, I was in a much more dangerous place than that, but the most harmless entity in EVE showed up 15 deep to gank me unarmed for no money. And I wrote 15 angry messages, all a paragraph long, blocked all 15 of them, showed up in Jita. I let 3,700 fucking people know that EVE University just 15v1'd me. And I quit the fucking game because I'm not dealing with piece of shit bully ass nerds and the motherfucking real life like Donald Trump and Elonald and fucking effed ass motherfuckers in our fucking politics and people throwing people on the streets and all the bullshit ass bullyism that's going on against the Mexicans with ICE and the poor people with cops and all this other shit. And I'm sorry, I pay a lot of good money, and I've gone through this conversation 2 or 3 times in the last 3 days, but I pay a lot of good money to be on these fucking games. Thousands of dollars. I don't have a wife. I don't have friends. I don't buy anything. I buy marijuana. That's like it. I buy marijuana. I don't even buy liquor anymore. I quit drinking like 5 weeks ago. I don't buy anything except for these fucking games. I don't come back from work, which I do work, goddamn 105 hours a week. I don't care what anybody else says, whether it's work or not. I publish, I see the 105 hours at the end of the fucking week, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're 4,000 videos in, we're fucking 15,000 hours published or whatever. And it's like, I see that it's work. Nobody else in this piece of shit worthless ass community will, but I do. And so I come on EVE Online and I get fucking ganked by 15 Yale professors. 15 Yale professors ganked me naked on the fucking Champs-Élysées or whatever the fuck you want to call it for no money, no loot. Now, you could call this a teaching lesson, but no teachers in mankind's history have ever ganged up 15 deep to go gank an unarmed person and take everything they've had, which, by the way, was nothing. It was less than $1 million ISK. So, of course, this sounds like some petty little tiff on a fucking PvP video game. But the problem is, it's much, much deeper than that. It's a bully culture. If it's from the pigs in the fucking real world to the fucking politician pigs in the fucking real world to the men who are like I was going to put this story on my fucking channel today, right? In Italy, they just made femicide a crime, which means that if you kill your fucking wife, you don't get a lawyer. You just go to jail for your whole entire life. You don't get a lawyer. It's just full-blown just, if you kill your wife, it's happening so much. It's what wives are being killed in Italy from piece of shit white cocksucker bullies. So much so that they had to make it a life charge just by rote. There's no lawyer. There's no nothing. There's just, if you kill your wife, you just, and by the way, this vote was unanimous across the board in the Italian parliament. Don't believe me? Shall we listen?
With no votes against it.
No votes against it. No votes against it. The bullies, the piece of shit white cocksucker bullies that are ruining the fucking world. From the Ilanals buying our election with their fucking Dogecoin dirty ass pig fucker money, on down to your dad beating the shit out of you or raping you, on down to these people that kill their wives in Italy and shit like this. It's a PvP culture. I pay good money to play these fucking video games. I don't pay good money so 15 Yale professors can show up and gank me when I'm naked standing on the street downtown outside the 7-Eleven or the fucking JJ's or whatever. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not standing there to get fucking robbed or raped by 15 fucking people. So guess what I did? I let 3,300 fucking people, that's how many people were in Jita, I spammed for 4 fucking hours. I was just like, do not support EVE University. They are not the entity that they were 23 years ago. Here are the kill mails of them bullying me 15 deep for no money, no loot, nothing, and then mocking me afterwards, and the piece of shit bully culture that has taken over video games and the right wing. And I'm just not doing your bully culture anymore. As Italian kicks your you bully your wife culture out of their culture, and they just put your asses in fucking jail for beating your wife or killing your wife. They'll just put you in jail for life because that's how bad the bullying has gotten. You know, that's how bad it's got.
Where Parliament voted
like not just me. Like, okay, look at what Candace Owens is doing to the French premier's wife. She keeps saying that the lady's a man, like a dude looks like a lady or whatever thing. She's like, the French premier's wife is a dude. And she's been at this for 3 fucking months. The right wing has canceled her. Trump has canceled her. Everybody's canceled her, but she's bullying the French premier's wife for some fucking reason in the world scale. And now she's received death threats, and all the women in the world are sick of her and all this bullshit. It's bully culture. From the pigs on the streets to the fucking landlords to the fucking people to the Donald Trump to the fucking Joe Biden being asleep at the switch and all this other shit. It's all bully culture. All of it. I'm fucking sick of it. The pigs pigs rousting me and fucking busting me for drugs, all of it, the prison industrial complex, the PvP shitheads who are showing up 15 deep to roll an unarmed, completely like no loot man. I was an unarmed, unlooted man, like no loot. The total of the loot was 900,000 ISK. The real life equivalency of that is about 10 cents. It's like 10 cents. They fucked me 15 people deep for fucking 10 cents of loot that they didn't even take. And I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna tell 3,700 people what you fucking did. I'm gonna make a fucking big deal about it. I'm gonna cancel and leave this fucking game. I'm gonna cancel my subscription. I told the fucking developers what I fucking thought. And along with this comes canceling all of PvP in general. I'm not fighting other shitty white nerds on the internet ever the fuck again. Mind you, I've got twin. This is where I list my fucking, they're gonna, you know what the EVE Online pilots told me when I told them this? They were like, you fucking pussy, you have no kills, no dick or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have 1,200 fucking wins on Fortnite. I have, most people, they don't even get to 100, motherfucker. I've got 1,200, you understand? And the anger gets to me a bit. I don't have kills. I don't have bloodthirsty title. I don't have rival. I don't have a stream with 4,000 fucking follows and 20 subs or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not a good PvPer, huh? I haven't killed Ninja before and all this stuff or whatever. I didn't used to run in a successful fucking regional tourney champion fucking trio and shit. I don't have a 30-man Rust clan that I used to run or anything like that. No, I'm just some pussy who can't PvP apparently. And all that shit is just that denial of who you are, calling you weak or that you aren't something or that you are something when you're just not or are or whatever. It's just denial of something that you are or accusation of something that you aren't. So that's their bully culture all the fucking time. I'm fucking sick of it. So I say fuck CCP. Fuck EVE Online. Fuck those shitty ass milsim nerds that fucking constantly harass me on that fucking game. I blocked 55 of them on that day when I told them what EVE University had done. And it's weird. I got about 1,000 people like, EVE University ganked you 15v1 deep. And I was like, yeah, that's why I'm yelling about it. EVE University, the people that we respect as scholars and fucking teachers. Imagine if 15 public school teachers showed up and beat your ass to death in the fucking street and stole the rags off your body. That's what happened to me. And it was just like, no. How long till this shit is a reality in the real fucking life? It feels like these nerds are like bullying people on the fucking internet so they can practice before they do it in the real world. And I'm sorry, I'm done with PvP. I went to PvE Rust. I know that Rust is worse than heroin. I wanted to open my conversation with this today because it's been 2 days building and I've been yelling about it for 2 days and shit like this. But on my fucking television is a piece of paper that and I talked about this yesterday when I sang for 4 hours and shit. Internalize the most terrible toxic addiction I've ever had. It's not methamphetamine. It is not heroin. It is free for all PvP. It's hurt me. It's hurt my family. It has caused me to be swatted and enslave my life away and kill hundreds of thousands of fucking people. I reject this bully energy. I reject the kills. I reject the PvP community. I reject the fucking bullshit in the fucking on the games and on the internet and all this. I took a vow of nonviolence and I am a nonviolent man. I've never struck a fucking human being in anger, but I've definitely put people in jail for assault and rape and shit like this. I've definitely played powerful positions of helping people in my community and shit like this. And I just don't believe in bully culture. So you little PvP shithead shits can suck my fucking PvP penis. And yes, it does burn when I PvP. Okay? So understand. It's not some joke to me. I will not take the bully culture that is ruining America in the fucking real world and venerate it in the online community. I'll remind you guys, I wrote a thesis about this for St. Thomas in New Mexico and shit like this for a college and shit about St. Thomas More's utopia. And I was like, what was St. Thomas More posited that perfect societies can exist if you don't have jealous neighbors, right? PvP is entirely about jealous neighbors who want to take your loot, take your money, or make fun of you after they kill you. It is not a community or a fucking like a vibe that I appreciate any longer. I am particularly better at it than most people. Most people don't have a rival title. Most people don't have 1,200 Fortnite wins. Most people don't have 6,000 hours on Rust. Most people don't have that. And I look back and I'm like, okay, I have dominated in this fucking scene for 23 fucking years. I'm ready to leave it. Fuck you guys. Fuck your PvP. No more PvP Rust. And never playing EVE Online again because they don't ever turn off non-consensual PvP on EVE Online. I left Raid Zone Once Human, and what I thought was rejection of all the games that I was currently playing, which was driving me crazy. It wasn't rejection of all the games that I'm currently playing. It is rejection of bully culture. I reject it in my soul. I reject it in my heart. I reject it in my mind. I reject it in my fucking actions. I will not fight another human being ever the fuck again willingly. I just won't do it. I will not venerate a culture that does it. I'm not fucking doing it anymore. You understand? And I did want to open my fucking scene about this. I practiced this speech while I was walking today for like an hour because it's like the goodbye to Rust. It's the goodbye to PvP Rust. It's the goodbye to PvP Mortal. It's the goodbye to PvP Online, EVE Online. Now they could make PvE servers like Once Human did, and I would stay on their games. And that's what I said to CCP, as I told them, I have canceled my 6-month sub. I'm not paying you ever again. I'm terribly sorry to regret this. This is a me issue, not a you issue. I cannot handle the bully reality that is the house robbery simulator, the road robbery simulator, the alliance robbery simulators that you have built, and I will not engage in acts of violence or acts of PvP or acts of anything towards my fellow man whatsoever except random acts of kindness. That's it. It's not just a rejection of PvP. It's also my mindset in the motherfucking real world. I will not be like all these other irresponsible, feckless fucking honkies. I just won't. You understand?
Misleading.
I will not beat my wife. I will put people in Italy for fucking jail for femicide. Full-blown unanimous fucking vote. I will put men in jail who kill their wives. Shit like this. I'm done with your fucking bully culture. I stand with Italy and my Italian heritage. I will not watch while men beat the shit out of their wives and kill them. I will not watch while PvPers roll 15 deep to roll somebody who doesn't even have gear equipped or any money or even have a gun equipped. I was unarmed. I will not watch bullying, and I will not watch bullying in any fucking reality. I don't care if it's video games. I don't care if it's the real world.
Introduce
That's all I have to say about this. I can't believe we had to come up with a word for what you shitheads do to your wives. It's called femicide.
As a specific crime in the country's penal code.
This is the BBC coming up with a word called femicide to describe what you guys do to your fucking wives.
Parliamentarians approved the law with no votes against it. It will apply
No
to
votes
all
against
murders motivated by hatred, discrimination, domination.
Hatred, discrimination, and domination are the leading fucking factors behind player versus players interactions. I will not do that anymore. Remember Civil War? Remember, my favorite film by Kubrick was, what's his fucking name? I'd have to look at the discography. What's his name? He named the whole movie after him. I can't think of it. The Kubrick discography.
Subjugation of a woman.
Discography. It was Kubrick discography. Right. This was Killing, Kirk Douglas, Past the Glory, Spartacus, Strange Love, This was in the 70s. Barry Lyndon. So Barry Lyndon was a really great historical drama about a man leaving his village because he falls in love with this rich woman who can't marry him, and when she sleeps with him or whatever, kisses him or whatever it is in the 1400s or whatever, they chase him out of town, and then he goes off on his life adventure, and it's actually so fucking good. I love Barry Lyndon. It's one of my favorite films. But anyways, there's this hilarious part in Barry Lyndon where he's like expected by everybody, by the girl, by the girl's parents, by his parents, by everybody, to kill this other guy. And he does it. They have their duel, but then he just walks away after that. He shoots the guy, he wins the duel, and he walks away, and he doesn't take the girl or the family or any of it. He's just like, if I have to kill somebody to get all this, I don't want it. I think that's kind of what it was about, but I mean, it's Kubrick. It's open to interpretation. But he leaves. They blackball him. They're like, oh God, you killed the richest noble in our fiefdom, and fucking, you killed the fucking richest noble in Skagit County, so now you have to leave. So he leaves for like 20 years, but it was actually pretty good. It was The Luck of Barry Lyndon by William Makepeace Thackeray. It's a Thackeray novel from 1844. It's actually pretty good. That was a good era. That's like, Jane Eyre, or that was a little bit earlier than that, but sort of Jane Austen era. But anyways, the bully duel culture, it was just insane. And so Barry Lyndon doesn't put up with it. He just leaves and he goes and joins the army. He's like, no, I did kill him and I did win the duel, but but they're never gonna let me take the girl. I'm poor. So he just goes and joins the army. It was an interesting thing. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like he's bullied by the culture. He's bullied by these people just because he's in love with somebody. He's bullied by the dude he has to fucking duel. And then when he wins the duel, they just put a death mark on him because he kills a noble. You know? And it's just like sooner or later he just realizes that their entire fucking culture is about bullying pretty much. And that's where I'm at now. That's, you know, Barry Lyndon did this to me. I didn't see Barry Lyndon until like last year or something like that. But Barry Lyndon fucking changed me. I was like, God. And by the way, he gets the girl, he comes home, he gets the castle, he takes over the country or whatever, and he becomes king. That's the end of Barry Lyndon. It's just kind of funny. It's like, you know, but everybody, every single person in his life stands in his path. It's kind of insane. And I began to realize that the things all change for him the minute that he leaves the bully culture. And he just goes and lives his own life. And he's like, no, if I have to kill somebody to get the woman that I love, I don't want her either. I just, you know, it's like, he's just like, I don't want to do this. And he leaves. And that's just an excellent example of rejection of the bully culture and where it can lead you. I think the kid, you know, I'm coming for the motherfucking crown. You should see me in a crown. And like, you know, and I think rejection of the bully culture is necessary for me to reach that crown. I'll just be honest about it. You can fucking quote me about it. It's something that Mr. Beast would say, I think. Look at how they try to cancel Mr. Beast for having a fucking trans friend, like, you know. Anyways, so, you know, as Italy, you know, puts wife killers in jail for life, I'm thinking about fuck the bully culture, and I'm done with it. At this point, I'm going to drop it off the big face. I've got to warn you guys, you know, that's my opening soliloquy. It took 26 minutes and 8 seconds, but I mean, you know, whatever. It's like, motherfucker, I meant every word that I said. And in a rejection of the bully culture, I'm all about it. Fuck the bullies. Fuck the bullies. Yeah, fuck them fucking motherfuckers over there.
Automatically trigger a life.
That will automatically trigger a life sentence. If you kill your wife, y'all have been killing your wives too much lately. It's an automatic lifelong sentence. No judge, no jail, just an executioner. That's it.
In
look at the women try not to smile. Look at this woman try to take this with aplomb and you know, average journalistic integrity, but she's really trying to fight the smile. And so am I. Dudes kill their wives. We don't know why they do this. They do. Dudes kill their fucking wives. We don't know why. They just do. They just do.
For the elimination.
It's almost always the husband. They say that about murder mysteries. They're like, it's always the husband.
Violence against women.
Violence against women. Look at this. Look, she's really struggling not to fucking like smile. Look at her.
The 25th.
It's a feminist victory.
Latest figures show that in 2024.
In 2024, 116 housewives were killed.
116 women were killed in Italy.
In 1 year, 116. It doesn't seem like that much, but that's a lot of wives to lose to femicide. Life in jail, piece of shit cocksucker bullies. Life in jail for you.
6 of those are said to be motivated by gender.
Maybe you've never been the victim of domestic abuse before, so you cannot laugh at the piece of shit white bullies like I can. Life in jail, shitheads! Enjoy it.
In recent years, one of the most high-profile cases was the murder of
Excuse me, the interruption came. Sorry. Hello? No, I won't. All right, no problem. I'll take. No problem, and I will do so gladly. No problem. I love you. All right, bye. I'm sorry, I meant to block that conversation. Hi guys, so I am being forced into things as usual, and I will go unwillingly as usual, and I love you guys. Goodbye.